Gary, how do you go about summarising the afternoon's performance?
I think we actually played fairly well. I mean, that's the frustrating bit about it. I think we, you look after a home game, I could understand after like the Forest games, the Rotherham games, perhaps we need to be more creative and create more chances. But today we've been the better team by far. Have we conceded many chances? Not really. Poor goal to concede again. I'm disappointed with that. We switched off and didn't do our jobs properly. And they scored with the only real chance they get. We've had 22 shots on goal. Last week against Fulham we didn't have that many. We had 8 shots on target. Last week we didn't have that many. But our finishing, of course, was much more clinical. And at the moment that's probably the difference at home. We're not quite taking our chances. We're not being clinical enough. We're not quite showing the quality in front of goal. But I have to say, some of the chance. John's had a great chance first half. Shot, the keeper's made a wonderful save. It just doesn't break to one of our players. Brock's had an excellent chance first half where maybe if he just dinks it over the keeper. Second half, you can go through them. Gleeser's had 2 or 3 excellent shots. Magoma's slid a shot and it is agonisingly close. It goes about an inch wide. Brownie has a chance at the end. Viv has a chance at the end. Groundsy has a header that literally from 2 inches away from the keeper hits the keeper and goes wide. So I have to say I don't think we could have done an awful lot more to win the game today. And we've got to be more clinical in front of goal.
Talk about the chances. You were unable to select Clayton Donaldson this afternoon. Do you have an update?
Yeah, he's going to be out for 6 weeks. Unfortunately, he's played on a 4G pitch in Haiti. He's jumped. I think he's torn his groin. I think he went down injured. Got told he was fine to play on. I think about 20 minutes later went down injured again. Got told he would be all right. Played the 90 minutes, but in some of the clips you could see towards the end he was in discomfort. So listen, you can make of that what you will, but it is disappointing. And I think it's one of those things that we always feared might happen when Clates was going away for international duty, So disappointing. We tried to get someone in yesterday. We've been trying anyway for a couple of weeks to get a striker in, just to add depth to our squad. Couldn't get the right type of player in. Felt as though, it's certainly an opportunity to give Brock a chance, and I think he's deserved that. He's worked incredibly hard. I thought first half particularly, he worked really hard, got into some good positions, held the ball up for us, and I think he was quite an encouraging opening 45. I think he tired towards the end, but certainly we've created enough chances off him to win the game, and we just, as I said, we didn't take any of those chances.
You also gave an opportunity to Reece Brown off the substitute bench. How do you think his performance went?
Yeah, again, we just look at something different at home. I could have put Shins on and a little bit harsh on him, but I just felt as though we just needed to do something different. And Brownie gets into some good positions. I think at times just needs to speed up a little bit. I think we get a free kick with 4 minutes to go. Brownie's taking his time juggling the ball and perhaps not rushed enough, but I thought we got into some really good positions. We end up, an encouraging thing for me, we end up with Viv Solomon Otterbo on the pitch 19, we end up with Dimmy on the pitch 19, we end up with Reece Brown on the pitch 19, John Torrell 20, Brock 22. I don't think there's too many teams with such youth in their ranks, but regardless of that, we just couldn't quite find the ultimate thing we wanted, which was a goal or two.